and we'll see
Really?
we'll see how the damn test sounds. Gene, we might be able to have Leah and you both on at the same time. I doubt it, because I don't know how loud Maddie's phone gets.
Oh boy, this is going to be
This will be
a
interesting.
hoot and a holler. That's how loud my phone gets.
That's how loud your phone gets, really?
I can barely hear it. Hello, Moto.
Oh,
Hey, Mike was just seeing if my phone would be loud enough to hear on the microphone.
All right, Gino, I'm unplugging you for a second, but you're there.
He's
Put
not
that into
going
yours.
to. Because my phone has like no volume. Hold on, but we're going to try to connect you to the Bluetooth.
And let's see what's...
And it doesn't sound like that's happening. Oh, because I turned off my...
Yeah, I could barely hear Mike when he called the first time.
horrible. Gene, you there?
Hold on, I gotta...
Yeah, I'm here.
Somebody's trying to call me.
Good Lord. All right, that might work. No, I'm not holding my breath. That will.
Whew-ha. Let me see. I gotta turn my Bluetooth back on because Mike had me turn it off.
No, you don't turn your Bluetooth on. This is
don't?
going live. This is going out the wire.
This is going out the wire, so I don't...
Yeah.
Okay, well. You show me.
All right, Leah, talk.
Hello.
Oh, wow, that's loud.
Well,
nice.
that is loud.
Oh, that's
We
good.
could actually turn that down a little.
Oh,
Yeah, and I can hear you guys.
Oh, good.
How about that?
All right, Gene, how you doing over there?
What are you doing?
Doing all right.
All right, you both doing all right?
Yeah.
What are you doing, Leah, you walleye?
Leah, can you hear Gene at all?
I think I just heard him say walleye.
You
He did. He called you a walleye. He called you a
Nice.
I
walleye.
love you.
Yeah, and he loves you. But I think I need to
Oh, I love you too, Gene.
Hey, remember we was the outcast at Tuscola?
represent.
For 2 years anyway.
Yep.
Have you heard from Jay any or
Yeah, he and Woody just went to the Axe Bar together on Friday.
tell that motherfucker to holler at me?
I can't say last names.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Let's just say JL
There you go.
Jail. That seems fair.
and JB.
Don't know.
JB.
I don't see JB anymore. He's still in a band with some of my friends, Amnesis, but I don't really talk to him or anything, and I haven't gone to a show in a long time.
Really?
Yeah, he's kind of a...
We was in like a semi kind of stupid band together. He was the drummer and I was a half-assed guitarist. And,
Yeah, he's a front man now.
And then our buddy
I was
Chris
the
is
front
the drummer.
Yep.
he was a good drummer, ain't it? Shit.
All right. At 9 minutes, I will say, let's get this started, and we'll try to run it from here. Today's episode, for you guys, heads up. This is the pre-build-up. Next 45 seconds, we're going to be trying to talk about Candyman, the new one, or Candyman memories in general, and we're going to try gunning for that. Gene, you didn't watch a new Candyman, have you?
No, I hadn't seen it, but I really want to because I love the ones from the past. You know, the ones back in the 90s. That's pretty great.
All
Yeah,
right.
you will like it.
Yeah. All right. So good, Gene. You kind of
Straight up.
sit back and listen mostly, and if you got something to add that's really pertinent, pop in. But just kind of give it a listen because Leah's only on for a little bit because she's got the baby and she's got to make sure she's taking care of her kid. So we only got Leah on for a little bit.
Babies are...
Well, Woody's got the baby right now, so.
But you know how they are.
Yeah, you know how babies is. All right, 3, 2, 1. Welcome to the Chainsaw Bar. I'm your host, Mike. It is test time a little bit. We're running 2 people through 2 different phones through a Sky Raid, Air Raid box. Maddie's here.
Hey,
Leah's here.
Hey!
Geno's here. Yep, and they're all running on weird phones. But we're going to be talking about today's subject.
Can we, welcome back Leah? Because she hasn't been here in a while.
This is true.
Leah, do we want to talk about why you haven't been here in a while, or that's personal to you?
We had a baby.
Hey!
It's been a while.
Congratulations to Leah and your beautiful baby. He's so cute.
Thank you.
So lucky.
So cute.
Such a cute baby.
Thank you.
So Leah's here for a limited time only because you know how babies are, y'all, if you ever had them.
Word.
It's like, whew.
It's a lot of work.
It's demanding. So you don't get a lot of free time.
Yeah.
As a mom, as a new mom especially, but as a mom and dad.
Yeah.
But as a new mom, like you don't get shit.
Oof.
It's just nursing and passing out on the couch, nursing, watching the X-Files reruns.
Yeah, there's a lot of that.
I swear I watched all the first 7 seasons with my first son. Like on the couch, X-Files, nursing, sleeping, X-Files, nursing, sleeping. That was it. That
We're
was
actually watching Supernatural.
Oh, yes. Well, you got
choice.
even more seasons of that then.
Exactly.
You got what? They had 15 seasons or some shit?
Yeah, we're on season 4 right now, and the kid actually really likes it.
Yeah,
Aw,
yeah. That's
sweet.
awesome. I love that show. I don't care. I don't care what anybody thinks about me. I fucking love Supernatural. That show's awesome. I have never caught up because I started 9 years behind.
Same. I've never caught up either. I've never seen the last episode. I haven't gone past season 7.
What season are we on?
Either 13 or the beginnings of 14.
So we're close.
We're close.
We're reaching the home stretch.
Yeah.
But this is because I don't know, I heard about it on NPR or something years ago, but it was this show has already had 9 seasons and people aren't giving it really the kind of the credit that it's due, so they brought it up on fucking NPR. I don't know. I was like, well, that sounds like something I'd like. It's like supernatural stuff. I like supernatural stuff. I like classic cars. I don't know about the rest of it, but gave it a try. We've been trying to catch up ever since. Obviously, we've been taking it slow.
And
Right.
we didn't even think about it during the pandemic, which is goofy, because we could have finished and knocked it out, no problem.
Right.
I probably could have watched Doctor Who start to finish during the pandemic, but I never did. I didn't even catch up with the Peter Capaldi stuff that I kind of bailed on.
All right. So the main reason we got Leah here is definitely not Dune tonight. So that's on the future.
Mike and I only watched the first half so far. So far, so good, though.
So far.
I love Dune.
So far.
I thought the first half was real solid. And then I had to go to bed.
Oh, gosh. No, but, oh, yeah. All right, that's where I'm going to leave that. But tonight, we are talking about the 2021 Candyman movie. We just finished watching it, rewatching the endings, getting all the emotional bits in, and giving it a real solid think. And we'll open with Leah. What do you think about the new Candyman?
I think it's wonderful. I think we need more movies like that. More movies told from the Black perspective.
Mm-hmm.
It was really informative of how Black folks have to look at things and how they feel about things. And I think instead of getting all butthurt about politics like white people tend to do,
Yeah, we do.
they should just watch it and take it to heart and understand. You would never know that you were learning something so important from a fucking horror movie.
I learned all the most important lessons from horror movies, but that's just me.
True.
Hey, check this out. I got another one. It was like, what is it? Key and Peele?
Yeah.
That one was a crazy one.
You talking about us or
You're just talking about Peele. You're talking about Jordan Peele.
Jordan Peele? Yeah, Jordan Peele's work.
Yeah, he produced this.
That was insane, by God.
produced Candyman.
He's the producer. His company, Monkey Paw Productions, is the group behind all this horror movie stuff that he's been doing. It's pretty great.
And this one he didn't direct, but he produced, and he had Nia DaCosta, a
I think
black
she did great.
female director. Yeah. I thought it was...
I was very happy with the
You
direction.
got the floor right now, but then I'm going to tell you.
Okay, no, go ahead. That's all I was going to say.
I just thought, as a big fan, and I know Leah and I are both big fans of Candyman, of the franchise.
Yes.
I thought this is just like straight up as good, at least, as the original movie. At
Okay,
least
I'm gonna
as good,
disagree
and
just a tad.
it fills in so many like gaps and plot holes, and kind of like you said, it is much more from a black perspective than from the white savior perspective of Helen in the first film, or even in Farewell to the Flesh.
I love what they did with the story of Helen, because at first I was getting really butthurt about the...
I was.
I can't believe I've said that twice.
But that's where it hurts.
Mad about how they were mistelling her story.
Right, I made Mike pause the movie and I was like, they're just not, for people who haven't seen the original movie, they're just not telling the story right.
Yes.
And then they go back and they fix that, and I was like, okay.
Yeah, if we had been patient and put two and two together.
But we were being like, oh, well, I'm a big fan, so I know better than anybody. Well, I'm pretty sure that the people who came up with this were also fans. Now, I mean, after watching it, I was just like, oh, they did everything right. They did
everything right.
They did every fucking thing right, and it was absolutely stunning.
And I'm so glad that it ignored the movies 3 and 4. Like,
Right?
I don't think it even went.
Which I barely
think
remember.
It ignored 2.
No, it didn't cover 2 or 3 at all.
Yeah, 2 or 3. Yeah, it didn't. It didn't really go into.
It just was the original, and that makes me so happy.
Yeah, Farewell to the Flash and Day of the Dead were just like kind of like skimmed over, because those movies, I mean, I watched them, but come on.
They're mostly about Tony Todd's Candyman.
Right.
For his character's Candyman.
It was mostly just kind of keeping the thing alive. But I think for me...
But in the wrong direction.
Mm-hmm. Oh, no, you're not wrong.
Yeah, that's fair. A little bit.
Yeah, absolutely.
I like both those films.
I didn't hate them. I just didn't love them the way I loved the first Candyman.
I've never seen the third one.
It was good. It wasn't like amazing, but it was fun. But it definitely kept the Candyman's, like the Tony Todd's Candyman, the painter storyline kind of in check, and kind of kept that running. That's what it did. It was just like another part of his story and his ongoing
I don't
haunting.
remember it.
Yeah, so there you go.
I immediately
Apparently
forgot
totally
it.
forgettable. Damn it. I liked it.
I might have been drunk. I don't know. But I don't remember it. I just remember that I watched it.
All right, so that jump. How did you guys feel about how they told the canon of this
The
thing?
origins, the mythology that they built.
Yeah.
With the shadow puppets?
The shadow puppets were great. No, the painting section where it's just like ding, ding, ding. He painted
Or
each
the
of the...
shadow puppets?
Or the shadow puppets. But he actually...
Oh my god, the shadow puppets were my absolute favorite part.
That was beautiful.
It was so
The
beautiful.
whole thing.
It was a great way to
loved
retell
it.
it. His paintings were fantastic. I would love to give credit to the artist who actually painted those
Right.
pieces.
Do we know who that was?
We do not.
We do not. And I can't look it up because my phone's like plugged in over there and I don't want to lose a connection.
And Gene's on the other one, so we're not going to be able to do
But,
that.
you know, people out in listener land can look that shit up too. You have the power of Google.
Right.
They have the power of Google. But yeah, I would love to know, because those paintings were just absolutely stunning. In fact, there was nothing about this film that I disliked at the end of it. Like at the beginning, we said, I was like, oh, if you didn't watch the first one, then you don't know what's going on. And by the end, they work all that out. And they work out everything else that never made sense about Candyman. You know?
Yeah.
The Candyman can.
And they started it.
And that song's in there.
Yes.
No way.
Yeah.
Way, way.
I did want Yeah, it was. I did want more of the original theme song. I understand why they didn't use it because, it was their own movie and they did use it at the end, I think.
I think they did a little bit, like during some segments. It was there at the end, kind of like.
Like, I remember hearing it at some point, just a little bit. They're like, here, we're going to throw this to you because we know you want it.
We're going to throw you a bone. We're going to throw you some...
They were correct.
Yeah.
And they threw us some Easter eggs, too, for those of us who are fans.
Yeah, that was all good. The Candyman section was, like, probably the song Gene was singing definitely was, like, one of my favorite parts of that movie. And from the very beginning, as soon as I seen this, it's like, oh, this is going to be good. Because
they Willy Wonka'd it.
They Willy Wonka'd it, but then it's like looking from a mirror perspective because like all the credits in the beginning are all in reverse. So if you put them to a mirror, you can look at them and see them proper. Yeah. But if you're looking at it just from the movie's perspective, everything's coming in backwards.
Yeah, that was very clever.
I love that.
I like that.
That was very cool.
It's just a great touch.
That. But I'm excited about this mythology because it gives them free fucking reign.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Sequels for the rest of ever. Like, this is never going to
end. And, now Clive Barker's back. He's got the rights back to his own works. He's starting to be more involved, like the new Hellraiser that's going to come out. Well, heck yeah. Let's see where this goes.
I didn't hear about that.
Wait, didn't we talk about it?
No, I don't think Gene was...
Well, we were talking specifically about Hellraiser.
Yeah.
In that moment, and about
that's gonna be great.
The new Hellraiser that's coming out is gonna be they have a transgender woman playing Pinhead, which
makes sense to me.
Which makes sense to me too. But also, like for a lot of fans of Clive Barker's novels and people in the queer community who are just like, Clive Barker's a gay man, yeah, but he's apparently made some transgender people feel othered a bit in some of his stories. I've never read his books. I really haven't.
Me neither.
But
I know he writes children's books as well, so...
Of course. The best always do.
Really?
I'm sorry, not children, YA.
Well, still.
Yeah.
Still, but yeah, like... And I get it. There's so much to unpackage there. But the fact that Clive Barker is actually in on the new Hellraiser and in on it featuring a transgender woman playing Pinhead, whether he was ever transphobic or not, if he was, he's doing something. He's doing the work right now, mending that.
It's not terrible, Gene. This is
turn damn Pinhead into a walleye.
No, they turned him into transvestite.
No, they didn't turn Pinhead into anybody. They just hired an actor to play Pinhead who happens to be a transgender woman. Did we lose Leah? I heard a beep.
I have heard... I'm still here.
Okay, good. Yeah, no, that's it, Gene. Like, they've hired a transgender woman to play Pinhead. It's going to be done by Clive Barker, and it will probably be pretty fucking epic since he's been sitting on the back burner mad about it. Now it's just going to probably come out fucking
guns blazing. He lost all the rights to participate in his own work for years. He hasn't been participating in Hellraiser for years. But also...
Which is really obvious.
But the thing about... Yeah, it became obvious right away.
Yeah,
right?
those movies super sucked.
Yeah, they just... It was not Clive Barker anymore. But here's the thing about Pinhead. Like, Pinhead's backstory, Pinhead was a human man. Mm-hmm. So you can look at it that way. But Pinhead, as a Cenobite, was never gendered. Pinhead's human history was male. And I think cop, right? He was a cop?
Archaeologist,
thank you. I always want to go to cop.
I thought he was an archaeologist or a soldier.
I also thought he was a cop.
It was kind of he had the pith helmet, and he was looking in
No, he was in World War I.
Yes, he was in World War I. That's it,
so
soldier.
He was a soldier. Okay.
Soldier, cop, whatever.
Archaeologist.
Anyway, yeah, but he was a he as his human form, but as a Cenobite, I think you kind of lose that. I think
Yes,
all the Cenobites kind of lose that genderedness.
Yeah, gender becomes completely irrelevant when you're in hell.
When you're, exactly. It's like we're all
we're all here.
leather daddy mama person.
Yeah, that
Leather
that was,
person.
That
Leather
was
person.
Damn,
Okay, anyway.
I'll never go to hell.
I don't know. Maybe it's a fun place. I bet they got good cocktail deals. Happy hour in hell.
Happy hour in hell. That's a great time for that happy hour. I got to write that quote down. That was great. But let's back to Candyman.
Sorry.
So
segue
back. Yeah, the new Candyman has got so much going on. It's just so crazy feeling for me. Just how deep every subtle thing were. His little relationship with his own art dealer. How like he got damn shamed by his art dealer.
The characters are so well developed.
Yeah.
Like all of them. Even the like secondary characters.
The art critic even was a really
pretty much
a good villain portrayal for that angle.
Oh, but that end scene, we're not going to talk about the end scene on the podcast, but can I just say that end scene, that last scene of the film, I was shook. I had chill bumps. I had tears. I was like, oh gosh, they're taking it there. They are taking it there, and that's where it needs to go.
Yes.
You do need to remember this. We need to tell this story, and that was so fucking powerful. Oh my god.
Yeah, that
so
was
I really love the new Candyman.
Me too.
Loved, and
I loved
it.
More, but I still love this one.
and I love the Tony Todd cameo. Oh my god.
Yeah.
That was was just all so well done. I can't gush about a film like this. I really don't gush. Especially about the fourth installment. The fourth installment in a fucking franchise horror movie.
Yeah.
Like, when does that ever happen? When have you been like, Jaws 4? Oh, my heart. No, it never happened.
The only time I felt anything close to what I felt was when Vader showed up at the end of Rogue One. I was like,
yeah. It's very akin to that, yeah.
It's just like, oh, shit.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's like, when you've been nerding out on this for so many years.
Right.
And then somebody gets it right.
And does it great.
And does a great job.
Oof.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was a very good handing off of the torch from
absolutely.
Tony Todd to, oh god, I forgot his name.
It's a hard to pronounce name with a Y.
Yeah, it's like Idris Elba style,
no,
like
it's
crazy.
Not Idris Elba.
No, it's not that, but it's that kind of
really
weird, hard pronouncing.
We know his name. His name's it's.
Yeah.
I actually can you?
Nope, I can't.
No,
but
I don't have my phone.
Anyway, that scene was.
God damn it! What is his name? We looked it up because I
tone it down.
Was
too loud.
You know who he reminds me of? Is the guy from the Like a Prayer video. He looks so much like him.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, interesting. That's not him. That guy's
no,
name is Leah.
And that guy is so much older, right? So,
yes, now he is. Yeah.
But they have like such similar facial features and expressions.
I need IMDb right now.
You get it.
You
girl.
can get there since you
can
guys
get there.
But the entire film was pretty awesome, and I loved I was doing we paid to watch it for 48 hours, and that was great. And Maddie rewatched the ending, and then I had to damn pirate it to watch the ending again. And then the pirate stream said it was that, but it was actually the first one. And then we see freaking Ivan Raimi there. I was like, look at Raimi being in the first Candyman. I didn't realize because he's such a bit part. Ivan, the other brother. It's not Sam. Sam Raimi's the director.
Yeah, Abdul Mateen.
Abdul Mateen.
Yeah.
So beautiful, so perfectly cast for that too. But so perfectly cast and played it so well.
Yes.
I'm not gonna gush over the fact the man's pretty. But the man's pretty.
Oh, he was gorgeous.
That man's pretty.
That's pretty good. Handsome. Man.
I mean, you have to have a hot Candyman, right?
Apparently that's the setting. I guess that's the default setting. If you're not hot, you're not a Candyman. Sorry.
Well, like, I mean, Tony Todd had those, like, daddy vibes, so you gotta make sure that continues.
Yeah, and if you don't have Tony Todd's voice to go with it.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Yep. But yeah, that was funny. I pirated that and it popped up that, and I was sitting there, I was like, there's damn Raimi. One of the damn Raimi boys, and I didn't even realize it. Like, I didn't even think about it. And I've watched it a couple years ago, but it never clicked that there he was. It's like, shit, there he is in his leather jacket and white t-shirt greased up. And I was like, good
Oh,
lord.
yeah, in the very beginning.
Yeah.
But,
The babysitter.
The babysitter.
oh, God, it's so
Oh
good.
my gosh, it's so funny how much we take that for granted. That it's like, oh, there's a Raimi.
There's a Raimi.
There's Tom
There's a
Savini.
Raimi.
There's
You know, it's whoever. It's whatever cameo it is. But
That's funny, I just saw him in Supernatural.
Oh, no.
oh yeah, he was in an
Season.
episode.
Yep.
Oh, goodness, that was
I
funny.
can't remember what he was, but he was there.
He was just a guy. He was, it was the Wishing Well episode. And
Okay.
he had used an ancient coin, an ancient Sumerian coin, to throw in a well and wish for a girlfriend or something.
Yeah. I remember that. That's so fun. We
Classic
just kind
Ted.
of, we
Classic
kind of,
Ted. That's it, Ted.
we just kind of like go, this happens. These are like, people that we know.
Yeah.
Basically at this point, right?
Yeah, they've been
Yeah,
out.
I'm looking forward to seeing more people from Candyman in other things. Like, the guy, I don't remember his name in the movie. The crazy one
The main
that
black
was,
guy?
like, setting him up.
Yeah, I
The
can't
guy
remember.
from the laundromat is Bill?
Yes, the guy from
Bill?
the laundromat.
Will?
I think it was Will or Bill, the kid.
Bill? Ben?
Yeah, something like that. He is in Fear of the Walking Dead.
Okay.
Ah, that series is still
He's
running.
actually one of the more complex characters. My husband was like, is that... Oh, fuck, I forgot his name. Sorry, my brain is walking away.
Idris Elba.
Your
with
brain is
names
the
today.
Walking Dead.
Hmm.
But yeah, we were watching the movie and Woody's like, is that blah, blah, blah? I was like, oh my God, it is.
And this is the fun thing about the horror community, is that we recycle people, because I think in horror films, they just, like, everybody's so geeked out about horror
Yeah.
that you want to do whatever, like, somebody's doing something cool, put me in a back scene,
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
like,
extra.
fucking Jim Jarmusch, the famous indie director, was the fucking potato guy in Sling Blade. The guy slinging potatoes.
Oh, that's right. It's like, yeah.
That was fucking Jim Jarmusch.
Give me some of them fried taters. Mm-hmm.
And he was the guy who was working the potato stand. The Tasty Freeze or whatever it was.
God.
And that's Hollywood, I guess.
And this episode...
If you're in the in crowd, we're not.
It never made sense to me. It never clicked, because this, like, the thing that must have been the fate for this podcast, for the show, and what I seen on TV during the new Candyman, was the say it 5 times factor. But in the first one, they nail it, and I totally missed it. And I was like, then they did in the third one. I was like, oh, that's right, because he's the one that said it the 5th time, so he's fucked. And in the first one, the Ted says it 4 times, and then she's like, go downstairs and get ready. And then she says it the 5th time, and that's why she gets the axe and not Ted. And it happened. It happened with the cop. Like, she said it 4 times, and he said, Candyman, and then it's all over you, buddy.
Yep.
No spoilers.
It's like, no.
Yeah, you can't be the last one to say it or you're fucked.
Yeah, don't be the last one.
Also, if you're just in general proximity and you might be not innocent, you're fucked.
Possibly. We
I
had
think that's
the
it.
girls instant in the bathroom. All the girls said it, but the one girl that didn't die didn't say it at all, and she lived.
Also, maybe she was just innocent.
Maybe. I don't know.
But, I think that the way that they cleared up the whole story of Ben, Ben was the baby. No, Anthony was the baby. Sorry. The way that they cleared up all of that stuff, it was just so... I needed that. I needed somebody to do that for me. Because it has been a hole in my heart since I was like 13, 14. Like, why would he do that? He's a lover. You know, he's a person who is a lover and a protector. Why would he steal a baby? It's been sitting on me. It's been weighing on me all these years. Nearly 20 years. No. Sorry?
What?
Nearly 30 years. Jesus, I'm that old.
Wait, all right. So what's...
It came out in the 90s.
It came out... I was like 13, 14. I remember I rented it with my friend Megan because her parents were
So
with
it's
us.
been a little over 20 years.
Yeah.
I was 14 or 13. I am 42.
Yep.
So there's the math.
I guess I'm just really bad at math.
I'm just ignoring you at this point. Like, I don't even want to think about numbers.
I don't even want to think about how old I am.
Yeah.
But I'm that old that I rented this on VHS when I was in middle school.
Yep. But, yeah, I don't... So you're talking about the baby was kidnapped by Candyman in the beginning and it didn't make any sense. But why did it come around? Because the kid was the lever?
No spoilers.
Oh,
this is a film that's out right now. People can watch.
This is a review episode. We're talking about
Okay, well, I'm not going to review that part, but it does come out. Well, it doesn't exactly, but it just says that there was a purpose, and it was maybe less sinister than I'm just murdering babies.
I'm just sad to find out this is what happened to the baby.
That was why I was
Right?
thinking.
Helen gave her life to save that kid, and this still happened.
Yeah.
Helen
seriously.
gave her life to save that kid. That was so beautiful. I really love Candyman.
And again, with the puppets, the shadow puppets were still, that little segment was great too.
Oh, and
It really was. And it's crazy how much the shadow puppet looked like Anthony.
oh my
Like,
gosh.
cutting just a hole the right way to make that eye shape, and it looked just like him.
Mm-hmm.
Or the Helen puppet, for that matter.
It was great work. Great puppeteering there, and a weird, not
Great
often
animation.
seen animation. Yeah. And
Yep.
Yep.
I did want to add that if you haven't seen the new Candyman and you happen to be epileptic,
yes.
there are a lot of scenes where there are sirens, like police lights flashing in the background. There's a lot of flashing lights. So they should have put a trigger warning on that for epileptics. They didn't, because nobody ever thinks about epileptics, but I do. So if you have trouble with that, maybe steer clear of the last few minutes of the film
That's true.
with the sirens going, because it's flashing lights.
Damn.
Yeah, that
But
was.
they need to fucking put that at the beginning of films. Lots of films have it. But you know what didn't? Candyman.
It's such
And
a.
fucking Invincibles?
No, the Incredibles. That's what it
Incredibles.
said.
Thank you. Incredibles 2. Incredibles 2 didn't have the flashing lights warning, and they had flashing lights. And I was like, what? Nobody likes having a seizure.
Yeah.
Apparently I had a seizure once. I don't remember it.
Yeah, there should be a warning at the beginning just in case, but it's such a small demographic.
It really isn't. It's really, I mean, it's not peanut allergy, but come on.
Yeah.
Come on. Tell people that you're going to have flashing lights in your film. So, yeah, there should be strobe light warnings. And that should be, I mean, seriously, if we're going to, like, count how many times the F word comes up in a movie, but not when something is life-threatening, like a seizure warning.
Okay.
Give me a fucking break.
Covered. All right. Got any other thoughts on this one, Leah? Because we've luckily taken about 40 minutes of your life for the show today. Surprisingly, 40 minutes is zip right by.
Off.
Right?
It's been pretty great.
Yeah, I gotta head out.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yep, so wrangling it back in. You have any closing thoughts about Candyman 2021?
I recommend everyone see it more than once so that you can catch what you didn't catch before.
Yep, I've already seen it more than once.
I agree 100%. Yeah, definitely need to watch it all the way through.
Like, even if you're not a fan of the franchise, if you're not familiar with it, it's a standalone film.
Yep.
I think so.
It is a standalone film because it explains the backstory.
It explains itself, yeah.
And I thought it was just absolutely formidable. I want to shout out to Jordan Peele with all of the success that he's had in horror and in general, especially in horror, like reaching out and promoting women of color directors. That's what you do. That's what you do. I'm looking at you, Sherman Alexie, you heartbreaker. No, you go out and promote these women in your communities, and that is awesome that he's done that. And I'm sure he's done it for other directors too. It's just when it's women, I take it personal. Out there promoting an up-and-coming female director of color, Nia DaCosta. She did a fantastic job. I'm just like, everybody's going to be like, oh, this is Jordan Peele's new movie. No, this is Nia DaCosta's movie. And Jordan Peele is like standing there going, look at this. Look at this. Look at this woman. Look at this woman being amazing.
Yep.
Like he should.
Cool.
He's a great director. He's a great producer. He's a fucking hilarious comedian. I love him. I really do. But, okay, I know Leah.
Okay, I gotta go.
Yeah, see,
Sorry.
Yeah,
Take the floor.
She took the floor against you. You got
did it.
You got 30 seconds. You got anything you want to say to the people, our listeners? We are so glad to have you back.
That's what I got to say.
Awesome. Take care of that kid.
Give the family.
I'll talk to you later.
Later.
Love you.
Bye.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.
Do we want to pause so you can hook Gene up to the Skyride?
I'm going to hit pause right here as soon as I figure out how to do it. And pause. Is it recording? Tick, tick, tick. Looks like it's recording. All right, Jane, we are back. This is the Chainsaw Bar. Leah's left. She's called in tonight. She's got a baby to take care of. It's just us three here chilling. And
She's awesome as shit.
Mm-hmm.
She is. Baby.
Adorable little baby. Cute little baby. My goodness.
Oh my God, that
so
kid.
cute. So cute. But we're back, and Gene's got some issues. Gene's got something he wants to get off his chest. And it might involve the Z word. What you got, Geno?
Alright. Let's lay off the damn zombie movies for a while. God damn it, I'm telling you what, man. They've overkilled that shit. And I want to know what you think about it. Because they're fucking horrible.
I'm a long-time zombie movie fan.
Me too, but goddamn, they've really
Yeah.
overkilled this shit.
When they hump your leg, they hump your leg. You know, for those of us, whatever your thing is, and that was your thing first. If your thing was zombies, and then you saw Hollywood be like, okay, we're dick riding zombies here for a while. It gets real old real fast, and it's like there was so little quality put out there, but there was some really good zombie movies put out. I mean,
yeah, back in the day, but god dang, they have freaking overkilled this. They've made comedies out of it, sitcoms, freaking.
There've always been zomcoms.
TV shows.
Yeah.
I'm like, god dang it.
And some of those are fantastic.
Alright, got The Walking Dead. Alright, listen. I guarantee it. There might be one person that's watched that whole freaking series.
Not entirely true, Jim. I know like at least 2 people have watched the
It is
entire
one of the most
fucking
popular series in the
People.
in the world.
It was good at first, but damn, it's like, all right. Even General Hospital sucks.
I only ever watched the first episode of The Walking Dead. It was like real heavy for me and real slow, so I didn't get into it. But as far as the other, like what you're saying, zombie comedies,
Burn the fuck
there
out
are
with it.
fantastic zombie comedies out there. Honestly, Return of the Living Dead. Come on, am I right?
I know, but that was back in the day.
That was 30 years ago.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, Shaun of the Dead.
Shaun of the Dead.
That was the
Zombieland.
beginning of the that killed and
There you go.
killed it dead.
So that was the beginning of the Dead for you then, Gene. She didn't like Shaun of the Dead. So there's that fact. You got factor that in. Shaun of the Dead for him was the end of the zombie. Beginning of the
Shaun of the Dead
overkill.
was so brilliant. We're coming for you, Barbara. Come on. They had all the fucking right damn
That was
references.
the 60s.
But they brought that line back into Shaun of the Dead to be funny. It was funny. That movie was funny as fuck. I don't care what Gene says. Shaun of the Dead was funny. Honestly, what was the other one I just said?
I don't know. I was trying to think. I was thinking.
Like that, I didn't fucking like it. I mean, I didn't laugh the whole time I watched it.
Sad. That movie was actually really great. I enjoyed it immensely. It's one of my favorite zombie movies.
It's one of my favorite zombie movies.
But
Not gonna lie.
yeah, definitely after that, like you could definitely see Hollywood start dick riding the shit out of zombie movies. 'Cause
Zombieland. What about Zombieland?
Zombieland is like in the
Who
post
doesn't
era.
love Zombieland?
Zombieland's great. But it's definitely that still thing. It's like, all right, there's another Zombieland. There's another 28 days later. We got fast zombies. There's 28 weeks later. There you go. You get like
28
fear
days
of the
later and 28 weeks later were not zomcoms.
not zomcoms, but zombie movies.
I've
And
got
the-
one in my hand right now, and it's called Day of the Living Dead. I put the damn thing in, and
We talked about
watched
that
the
in the
first
last
part of
podcast.
it, and I was just like, oh, God, here we fucking go again.
Okay, well, we talked about that on the last podcast.
No, you were supposed to do a review of this, and you only got how far into it then, Gene?
Not far at all. I'm done with zombie movies.
Okay, so there's your review of the Day of the Living Dead. We'll have to borrow it from you and watch it and see if we can give it a better review than that. Especially since it's a...
Like I said, no, it's not the Day of the Living Dead. They fucking keep renaming this shit. Day of the Living Dead's a good zombie movie.
Alright, what's this one called?
The Day of the Living Dead.
That's what I was
The
trying to say.
Bloodbath has begun.
You are saying, you're comparing Day of...
He's saying it's... No, actually, all those names, you can definitely mix those names up.
Day of the Dead versus Day of the Living Dead.
Then you got Night of the Living Dead, Day of the Dead. Yeah.
No.
I mean,
there's rules.
they've overkilled that shit. That shit was overkilled by God in the 90s. Alright, they're great. Leave it at that. Hell, quit fucking making these zombie movies.
That's not how Hollywood or any type of movie studio works.
And
If
it's
you
also
can,
not how pop culture works.
or just regular culture. If you're something that you like watching, people are
Eventually
gonna keep
somebody
doing
else
it
is going to dick ride it.
or make it with their spin on it.
Yeah, but also, like, as far as, like, zombie TV shows go, can I say Santa Clarita Diet? Solid, funny-ass show. Funny-ass show about a zombie woman realtor and her husband trying to get through life when she's killing people. Santa Clarita Diet.
Yeah, that one's Drew
That
Barrymore.
was Drew Barrymore.
Kills it.
What's his name?
Can't remember his name. He was funny, but he's the straight man to the damn funny person. So it's great. Yeah,
That show was fantastic. What is it? Walking Dead. I couldn't really get through that series, but Santa Clarita Diet, I ate that up. iZombie, I did not eat that up.
I enjoyed it.
Santa Clarita Diet is funny as fuck. It's like a, like a regular people, and now we're zombies.
Mm.
And how do we do this? And pretend to still be realtors. That shit was so fucking good. That shit is so fucking good. I'm not gonna even lie. Santa Clarita Diet.
Yeah, that one was well done. Like iZombie, I enjoyed that. I like the angles on it. It's different. It's based on the comic book, like all these things generally are. But it just hit me in the right spot at the right time, and I've enjoyed it when I watched it. I didn't finish watching the series, but like
Walking Dead's also based on a comic book.
And you had like Dawn of the Dead and stuff like that.
yeah,
That was fantastic.
yeah, those are good. That was like
Okay,
the
that's
early
fantastic.
'90s, late '80s, mid '80s. Yeah,
It was
Way
like not.
earlier.
It's probably like 80, early 80s.
Yeah,
Now
so-
that was early 80s.
that was all. That was still the George Romero era, like him and his competitors and
That
his
was George
coworkers.
Romero.
All that era. Those people that were all with Romero and Savini, all making the zombie movies. That was that era. All those type of producers all kind of half knew each other and knew each other's work, or had worked with each other, and then went off on spinning on their own zombie movies. But that era, up to like the late '80s, were like probably the best modern zombie movies ever made. But then, like you're saying, like here after like Shaun of the Dead, yeah, zombie movies has been getting so much coverage. So many zombie movies come out every single year that honestly, we could type in 2021 zombie movies and we'll probably actually see 5 that we've never even heard of.
There's some of us from the 1990s who were like teenagers in the 90s who wore like Chuck Taylors or Doc Martens, and all of a sudden, and listened to alternative music, and all of a sudden it was like that was the cool thing, and it felt very invasive. For those of us who got made fun of all those years, that felt very invasive. And sometimes when somebody takes over your fandom, that feels very invasive.
What was crazy? I loved zombie movies and stuff like that, and everybody. I don't give a shit if you're my age. You over 40 years old. Everybody got scared out of Night of the Living Dead. And it scared the fucking hell out of you. If you didn't turn it off, you didn't watch it.
I didn't turn it off.
I liked it. But yeah, no, it was definitely scary for the whole zombie factor. But like, when I seen that the first time, I was already like a late teenager. I'd never seen it early in my life.
Yeah, I was too. And I wasn't frightened of it. I was provoked. It was thought-provoking to me.
But it wasn't the first zombie movie, and everybody thinks Night of the Living Dead was, but it was
Nobody
not.
thinks that.
They had White Zombie.
Everybody thinks White Zombie was the first zombie movie, which was about voodoo zombies.
Mm-hmm.
And then you had The Last Man on Earth with Vincent Price. That was a good one.
Yeah, really, like, and the thing is, that's like more like, actually like a more vampire movie, which is kind of funny. Because those are more like vampires that were hunting him down, which is pretty tricky. But still, the difference between the eras between those two movies is almost 40 years. Like,
yeah, I'll tell you. Here,
No, Night of the Living Dead came out in the late 60s.
no, I'm talking about White Zombie to Last Man on Earth. There's almost 40 years.
Okay.
But yeah, there were some other zombie movies before. There's 1 or 2 other zombies before White Zombie, I believe, wasn't there? There's at least one. What's been What's the one that people say is the first zombie movie?
I think White Zombie, but I'll double check that on the internet.
There you go. But that's true. But like here in the last, from 2005 till now, yeah, zombies have been just like the main trope you see, other than like vampires. Werewolves got a little bit, not so much.
Well, with the Twilight thing.
Yeah, but that's still vampires. I'm just saying.
And werewolves.
Not as much. I'm just saying. It's mostly about the vampires. A little bit werewolves here and there. Zombies are big. They're the big thing here in the last 15 years. And like the damn, like Fear of the Living Dead, they're running that now, or Fear of the Walking Dead, some shit like that. Yeah, there's a lot out there. There's a lot of zombie stuff out there. If you're a zombie fan and you like the modern stuff, this is a great era because like this is like all the cool zombie movies are being made right now. If you're a zombie movie fan, if you're done with zombies, then this is like this is like one of the worst eras because goddamn, there's so many fucking just shitty zombie movies out there. But
Actually, White Zombie is coming up as number 1. First zombie movie, 1932.
32. There you go. White Zombie, first movie, 32. Yep.
With Bella.
Yeah.
And Day of the Dead, that was, not Day of the Dead, The Last Man on Earth with I know you think it's a vampire movie, The Last Man on Earth. No, with Vincent Price. No. It was a zombie movie.
It kind of skirts the entire thing. But I think it fell back onto like the blood thing, the blood factor. That's the reason that one kind of fell back. I thought zombies in the beginning, the way everybody's behaving, it was very zombie-ish, but then it felt like with the blood factor, it kind of rolled them into like the vampire realm. But they kind of left it ambiguous. I'll leave it at that. They left it kind of open.
Can
I
I
know
say?
where you're getting the vampire shit from because he's like, oh, I'm going to have to replenish my garlic.
Exactly.
Can I say that was what they took I Am Legend from? Will Smith, I Am Legend. Were those zombies? Because that was straight up a zombie movie, right?
I thought it was vampires.
Was it
They
vampire?
couldn't come out in the day.
God damn. You know what? It was ambiguous.
They couldn't come
It
out.
was ambiguous as fuck.
Zombies can
But
come out all
yes,
day.
same story.
Zombies
I Am
can come out.
Legend was based on Last Man on Earth.
They're vampires. They can't come out in light. Zombies can come out anytime they want. Zombies can come out anytime they want.
But they generally don't come out in day.
Every movie I've seen about zombies, they come out
No.
whenever they want, and
No,
it's
they
generally
don't.
daytime. Let's just leave it at that.
Lies.
What else have we got that we hate that's been overdone? Maddie, you got anything that's been overdone? Since we covered zombies.
What else has been overdone? Well, everything, honey.
Just one thing.
He's rolling his eyes at me, y'all. Right now.
No, everything is not. All right, that's your answer. We can stop right there.
Mm-hmm.
And
I'll give you a damn good one. Friday the 13th.
has not been overdone. It's dead. It's dead in the water right now. Luckily, thankfully, Friday the 13th has not got any remakes on the immediate horizon. And now that we've said it, there probably will be one, or somebody's like fucking, yeah, like 2 weeks ago they're going to do a new Friday the 13th. But no, like Friday the 13th hasn't been redone in probably 4 or 5 years, and that's good. That's a series that needs to be retired for now.
God, what the hell? Nightmare on Elm Street. That was a damn nuther. When you have like Freddy versus Jason, Jason goes to outer space. Dude, you run out of space.
You're done. Yeah, just let it go. It's like, doesn't need a rebirth. You don't need rebooting. You don't need any of that. Just let it go. It's like, all right, it's run its course.
But I want to know, Gene, what did you think of 28 Days Later? If we're talking about zombies. Did you watch 28 Days Later?
Yeah, I think I have. I've watched damn many of the son of a bitches.
Okay, well, it's a British zombie movie, and it came out a few years back, like 2016 or so, around then.
No, I'm thinking something different. I'm thinking like 30 Days of Night or some shit.
No, the vampire one. Yeah, in the Arctic. Antarctic.
That was not 30 days. It was...
30 Days of Night. That's what I'm
It
thinking.
was not. It was something Days of Night.
30 Days of Night, I think.
20 days.
Doesn't matter. It was a vampire movie in the
Days.
Arctic cold. It was
I remember the movie
Yelling.
because that
Stop
was
yelling.
really scary.
Thank you. Yeah, it was alright.
30, it was 30 Days of Night. It was scary. That was a scary vampire movie. That's the first time I've been scared by a vampire movie in who knows how long. When that came out in 2007, I was scared as fuck. That shit was scary.
I'd
Those
rather been
vampires-
ate by a vampire than lived in that damn place.
Those
Hell,
vampires were scary.
Yeah, that place sucked. It was like the damn thing where the thing was. That was fucking art and
that was great.
Alaska. Fuck that.
Yeah.
Winter Alaska.
I was Antarctica.
No.
Oh yeah. No, Antarctica for the thing. Yes. The 30 Days Night was Alaska. Still same.
That's Alaska.
No light, cold as shit. Gross. Yeah, forget all that. I hate the damn ice and snow. I hate winter.
I hate winter. Fuck sucks.
Winter's been overdone, world. Let's stop it.
Mike, we need winter.
Do we need winter?
Yes,
Can we
we
be just
do.
happy with fall?
I'm pagan.
I don't need winter. I think winter's been overdone.
I hate it, man.
Winter's been overdone.
Thank God for global warming. But I just
No.
wish it to get here sooner.
No, and no.
Everybody's stokey fars.
Wait, when you kill the bees with this kind of thinking, we'll come back and revisit this conversation, Gene.
Even bees
We
don't
need-
like winter. Hell, they
We
don't come
need seasons.
We just need 3 seasons, like spring, summer, and fall. That's all we need. We don't
Shut
need
up.
winter.
Will you not?
Skip winter. Fuck
That
that
is
shit.
not right.
This is my opinion, and this is my
These
opinion.
are men who are wrong.
Can I finish my opinion on my show?
Yes,
All
you
right.
can finish your opinion on the
Thank
show.
you.
Your wrong opinion.
Whatever. But anyway,
Wrong.
yeah.
If it gets below 50 degrees, man, that sucks. Fuck that.
Fair.
No, it is cold, and there's that. But
And
this is how we live, where we live in our temperate climate zones.
anyway, yeah, we're done with winter here. Winter's overdone. Like, I don't need any more winter movies. I don't want any damn Christmas movies. I don't want any damn horror movies set in the winter because it just it chills me to my core. And I'm getting older, and the cold really just kind of pisses me off. It's like, oh, I'm aching now, and it's like fucking 32 degrees out. It's like,
Dude,
this
it was
sucks.
cool as shit when I was like in school, you know, because it'd be like, school's off.
Snow
Yeah,
day.
snow day.
Yeah, our kids are still, or at least Oliver is still stoked on a snow day. He loves winter weather, that child.
Yeah,
Even though
cool
he
as shit when
like,
you're a
fell
kid.
into a frozen
Goddamn, not when
pond.
you're an adult and have to damn drive in that shit, and then
Exactly.
you freeze your damn
Okay,
nuts
but
off.
no,
Yeah.
he seriously, as a child, like busted through an ice layer of a frozen pond and nearly froze to death. He still loves winter. I don't understand it. He should have a hang up about that by now.
Yeah, he likes snow days. He likes the cold. He likes the snowballs. I don't know. He likes snow, but it's not like I don't like it all because it's like higher heating costs, higher fucking road danger. It's a threat to my livelihood, and I hate it. I'm done with it. It's overdone.
This is one crazy thing. When I was a kid, I knew when it snowed that the roads was icy. They'd call off school.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's why I planted a bunch of pine trees around the road, around my house, because it'd shade it off.
There you go.
You're the worst kind of people for your neighbors trying to get to work.
Yep.
Oh, yeah,
Honestly,
yeah.
like I know people who have gone off cliffs because of shit like that.
Happens. Natural selection.
But this is the worst part of it is I didn't plant the right pine trees because the damn thing they didn't even grow that tall because it was balsams.
Terrible. That's terrible. All right.
I tell you what, they got cut down and everything like that. Whoever bought the property and shit. But hell, still to this day, if they would have lived far, they wouldn't have been no bigger than 16 feet tall or more.
Still small for a tree. Yep. All right. That is all we got for this episode, people. We're just wrapping this up.
Nope, I got something to say.
What have you got to say?
If you're watching television, if you just want to watch something like casual to watch, that's fine. Wellington Paranormal. While it's still on HBO. Is it on HBO?
Yes.
While it's still on HBO, go watch Wellington Paranormal. Especially if you're a fan of Taika Waititi, or if you're a fan of What We Do in the Shadows, the film. That show is so goddamn funny. It's so goddamn funny. I can't even handle it. It's so funny. It's so like...
It's so deadpan. It's deadpan fun.
Deadpan fucking New Zealand humor. I love it. I love it. And I'm worried that they're going to take it off HBO before I finish the series. Because it happens sometimes.
Yeah.
It happened with
Raised by Wolves.
Raised by
comedy.
Wolves, the comedy.
Yeah.
Not the supernatural thing, not the horror thing, but the comedy on the
sci-fi thing. Yeah.
On British television, Raised by Wolves.
Yeah, that's a brilliant little.
I'm trying
That's
to
a
think,
brilliant
I'm
little
trying to
comedy.
think the author's name so people know which one I'm talking about.
I think that's generally enough. It's not the new sci-fi one that's got a second season coming out.
It's a funny one by the lady who wrote that book.
How to Raise Something a Girl. How to Raise a Girl.
Mm-hmm. Yes, her. And it is a funny show too, but not a horror show, but just separate. But
Horrors of Life, honestly, that one's a horror of life comedy because like it's just like this lady's poor. She's got 6 kids. She's unmarried, and her dad is living with her, and he's like fucking old as shit too.
Seriously, that show is great. What is her name?
They're all just scamming their lives away. They're getting by scamming shit. Snatching shit. Not thieving, straight up thieving, but just definitely just doing some kind of goofy damn trades and selling and pulling tricks to get there. But yeah, if you get a chance, watch Raised by Wolves, the British BBC comedy. It's awesome. That's all you need to search. BBC, British comedy, Raised by Wolves, not the BBC, not the non-BBC Raised by Wolves sci-fi thing that's happening. And it's got a second season. People apparently dig it. I'm not going to watch.
Caitlin Moran.
Don't hit the yell it.
Okay, I was rushing in as the hero to the story. Caitlin Moran's Raised by Wolves. Not the other Raised by Wolves, but I haven't watched. But, no, she's fantastic. But so what I'm worried about is that they're going to cancel Wellington Paranormal before anybody gets a chance to see it. Because they did not have the movie or the television audience that the other sequel to
What We Do in the Shadows television.
What We Do in the Shadows had, like the What We Do in the Shadows sequel, television sequel. Wellington Paranormal is fucking fantastically funny. Watch it.
And if it has been canceled, call HBO, text somebody.
Yeah,
that needs to be done.
Raise some hell.
Its last season was 2018-19. It was 2019, and then the pandemic happened, and New Zealand completely shut down everything. So there was no way anything was getting done in 2020 for New Zealand.
Were absolutely taking care of New Zealand, though. So shout out to their prime minister and her new baby.
Yeah, they nailed it. They their COVID things were totally under control the entire time.
She totally fucking.
She rocked that shit.
Rocked that shit out. I was really happy. One of my friends from England just got back to New Zealand right before they shut everything down. And took his whole family with him. And it was like, okay, well, we got in New Zealand under the wire.
Yeah.
Under the wire, because it was like he was in Liverpool. Liverpool was not handling shit. New Zealand was. He's an alumni of Christchurch College. And straight up got in there right before they shut everything down. I think the New Zealand Prime Minister, I can't remember her name, pardon me, she did a bang-up job.
Yeah, New Zealand really rocked.
Keeping their country under control.
Yeah, she kept the entire country under control.
She absolutely did. You know what? I'm just gonna look up her name.
But yeah, that's it. Yeah, Wellington Paranormal.
And here's a fact about New Zealand. This ain't no shit. They've got every climate. It's the only country in the world's got every climate.
That is not true.
They got tropical, temperate, and glaciers.
Do they have a desert?
Probably.
They actually have that on the Pacific coast of South America.
They have a desert?
All, like, it's a microcosm of every fucking...
So that's So that's what...
Jacinda Ardern.
Tanzania.
Okay, I have no clue what you just said, Gene.
Tanzania.
I've never heard of that.
It's in South America.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay. It's not New Zealand. But, alright. That's it. Let's cut this off. It is now 10:22 in the nighttime. Geno's got to work tomorrow. And we are done with this episode. We've talked about the Candyman. We've talked about Clive Barker. We've talked about stuff we hated and how zombies are being overdone. And we got Leah back for an episode, and that was pretty excellent. That's all I can hope for in this show. And that's all I'm going to say. Anybody got closing thoughts? Say them now.
I have such a cool song to run us out with. I'm really stoked on this that I actually had the chance to decide what song to use.
Closeout song will be...
Oh, I gotta give credit.
You gotta give credit, yeah. What's her name?
Hold on.
Did you write it? I thought you wrote it.
I did not write it down, but LaVern Baker. LaVern Baker. And the song is called Bumblebee. In homage to Candyman. I think this song really jives with that, but that was on Atlantic Records. It was on the album. It was on probably a couple different albums, but one was called Saved around 1960, 1961. That's all y'all are getting out of me.
So LaVern Baker's Bumblebee.
That sounds terrible.
How does that sound horrible?
You haven't heard
That's
it.
fantastic.
All right, Jen, you got anything else to say before we hit this music outro? Then we go ding, ding, vroom, vroom, blah, blah, blah.
Well, I think Jen needs to hear the song. Alexa.
I'm good.
Bumblebee by LaVern
All right,
Baker.
she's going to start the outro song.
Here's Bumblebee by LaVern Baker on Amazon Music.
I'm gonna have to put you down. You've been treating me like a child. You know you've hurt me once before. You never hurt me anymore. Shooey, you hurt me like a bee, a bumblebee, an evil bumblebee. I gave you love as sweet as honey. I like my soul and all my money.
I'm digging it.
You didn't seem to realize you had a home in paradise. Shooey, you hurt me like a bee, a bumblebee, an evil bumblebee. Don't you know I cry night after night? Just one kiss before you go. Don't ever come back no more. Now, baby, there's no need of crying. I'm sick and tired of your lying. You know you hurt my heart again. I'm sorry, baby, it's the end. Shooey, you hurt me like a bee, a bumblebee, an evil bumblebee.
It's not over yet.
That's great. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, let that fade. We're done. We're not playing anymore. You got to let it fade out. We're not finishing. We're not playing those songs. Yeah, fade it down there. Great. That's a fantastic song. We definitely love it here on the show. LaVern Baker, Bumblebee. Y'all check that shit out. Check it on YouTube, on the Amazon Musics.
Like, kids. Go back and listen to some old 60s rock and roll.
Yeah.
You find
Hey,
Miss
100% on
LaVern
that.
Baker up here telling you how to deal with a bee sting.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
And then go sit there and check out some damn Candyman 2021.
Yeah, do both of those things. Actually, I'm in total confirmation. Like, let's go listen to some LaVern Baker. Let's watch some Candyman 2021. And if you can pull together what Maddie just did with the fucking soundtrack and the film, well, you're not even brighter than anybody else. It was just really obvious, like the right song.
Did it. Well, so that's all we got today on the show. Y'all mask up, social distance. Make sure you wash your hands. People spit in your face when they talk. They don't mean to sometimes. But y'all be careful out there. Stay smart. Yeah? Yeah?
Yeah. No.
I know. That's all we got.
And all you bumblebees don't go and stinging people. You know what happens when bumblebee stings somebody? They lose their stinger and they die.
Oh, yeah.
That's
all we got here. On 3, vroom time. 1, 2, 3, vroom.
No, we ought to harmonize that a little bit better.
All right, can you do the vroom here, Gene?
What?
Give us a low note.
Let's go the vroom.
Alright.
You're on the low vroom,
You
Gene.
be the low, and then Mike be the higher, and I'll be the highest because I'm a female and I'm expected to, but it's not my comfortable.
Should we do
vocal
vroom,
range.
vroom, vroom? Are we doing
Yeah,
that?
let's do that.
All right, Gene, you understand?
Okay.
You're the low
Okay.
vroom. On 3, 1, 2, 3.
Room.
Vroom. Thank you for listening. Y'all be good. Stay awesome.